If you've recently upgraded your database, your Lightroom catalog from an earlier version of Lightroom, either 1 or 2, into Lightroom 3, even from the beta versions, you will now find that your images probably have, when you go into the develop module, this little exclamation mark attached to them. And this tells you that there's something wrong. Because in Lightroom 3, they've updated the process version. And so they've made an entire new version that processes your images. So the camera raw that's behind and doing all the raw processing has been updated to a new version. That version isn't available or isn't on your images if they've been imported into Lightroom previously. This is very easily fixed. Either if you click on this little exclamation mark, it tells you that new processing technology is available for this image. And it might do some visual changes to this image when you apply this, but it will probably be for the best, and you'll probably notice that it's a good improvement. So you can choose here to review changes before and after after you've applied this, or don't show this again, which can be useful if you're planning to do this in multiple images. But you can choose to do this on just one image, or do it on all film strip photos. So I'm just going to click update for this one, but if I choose another one here, it's going to still be here. So of course I can click update all. There's also another way to do it. If I scroll down to the far bottom of my right hand side in the develop module, and actually at the top of the camera calibration, so expand that, and you'll see the process, and it's going to say 2003 if you have this previous image. Instead, change this to 2010, which is the current one. And here you might see the slight differences. But what you want to do now is you can create a preset for this, but I'd select all of my images and have this one as my most selected photo. So you see it's just a bit lighter in the film strip than the other one. So that's the most selected photos, or the most selected photo. And if I click sync now, I can choose to sync just the process version. I don't want to sync anything else, but just the process version. Click sync, and I'm going to apply the 2010 process version to all of these photos. And I can also do that. I can even go into my library, and I do this, and go to all my photos. And I just make sure I click once. I'm going to make sure I can take any of the images, go into develop, and if this has the incorrect process version, if I just fake this because this didn't, I click this little exclamation mark and choose update all film strip photos, and that's going to work on your whole library. Do it once and then you'll be done with that forever. So it's going to be the latest version, which is also going to be if you're importing new photos into Lightroom, and then you don't have to worry about this at all. So it's a one-step process that lets you upgrade the processing version to get advantage of all the latest technology inside of Lightroom.